Hey, we're Ling and Lamb.
Yes.
We're Prime Video creators, and we're sitting down with Mark Wahlberg. All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Mark, first and foremost, we're very happy to have you, and we're very happy to also have you on our platform.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a honor, it's a honor. So go for it.
So last night we watched the movie. It was incredible. This movie totally flips the script. So robbers robbing robbers, right? What excited you most about that premise?
Look, because I think it opens up a whole other area for me as the kind of anti-hero, but the kind of like most likable of all of the crooks, to really be able to push the envelope. And I think the great thing about Parker, he has a code. You know, there is an honor amongst thieves, and you're not supposed to turn on anybody, but if you do, that is the one thing that he will never allow to have happen. You know, I grew up watching, you know, the Lee Marvin movie, Point Blank, and then also Robert Duvall's version of the Parker character and the outfit. So I've grown up with this story and this character.
I love that.
That's amazing. So the movie has a mix of high stake and humor. How did you find that balance?
It was really in the script. You know, Shane did such a great job, and I think that's the one thing that the other movies lacked. There were some funny moments in the movies, but they were played very seriously. And this one, you know, you get to infuse a lot of humor, which I think is a nice balance for the action and the big set pieces. But what it also does, it's still rooted very much in character. You know, so it really is more about the people, the character, and the journey that they're on.
Amazing, that's amazing.
So there's definitely an adrenaline rush to these heists. I couldn't breathe for a lot of the movie. What was the most fun scene for you to shoot?
God, anytime I was with Lakeith, with Nat Wolff, there were many scenes that I really enjoyed. You know, I really enjoyed the entire process. You know, it was one of those movies where I had signed on to the movie. We were going to make the movie. Then there was an acting strike, and so there was kind of like a 7-month hiatus before we started. And then by the time we started, you know, I was really missing being on the set and everything. So it was a wonderful experience.
Oh, that's amazing. I have a good one for you. If you were not in Hollywood and you were planning a heist, who would you bring with you and why?
Oh gosh, I would have to bring some very unassuming people. You know, I think it's one of those things of really finding. It's like in any business, really.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have the right people in the right positions. If not, you're gonna set yourself up for failure.
True.
That's so true.
That's so true.
This cast looks like a ton of fun. Any memorable off-camera moments that you could share with us?
We had a lot of laughs. I think anytime you're around Nat and Keegan and Lakeith and the rest of the gang, you're gonna have a lot of laughs.
Oh, that's
Definitely.
amazing.
Definitely.
We know you have built your career on discipline. Did anything from your own life bleed into this role?
Yes, I mean, look, I spent my childhood going to movies like this with my dad. You know, I'm the youngest of 9 kids. My dad was a truck driver. I was always home before I started going to school, so my dad would take me to the movies at a very young age. My dad loved the cinema. So we'd go and watch these matinees in the middle of the day, go watching movies like Hard Times with Charles Bronson and James Coburn, which is about bare-knuckle fighters in the underground, gambling and all this stuff. Not very appropriate for a 6 to 7-year-old, but I still remember it vividly. And it kind of shaped you know, my childhood. So, you know, I love this kind of film.
Oh, that's amazing.
One final question. We're huge foodies. Right after this interview, what is something that you love that we have to go try?
Oh gosh, if you're in New York, you know this is the food capital of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you could go to Lucali Pizza in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Phenomenal, best pizza you've
Lucali.
ever had in your life, which is really close to here. You just go right over the bridge.
Okay.
Or you could go to Milos in Hudson Yard. Some of
Okay.
the best seafood you'll ever have.
Seafood.
Yeah.
Milo. Okay.
Yeah. Milos is amazing.
Superb.
All
Milos.
fresh fish, all laid out every day.
Okay.
You can pick what you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for, you know, taking the time to, you know, chat with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
we're
it.
very, very excited that we had this moment with you. Keep doing what you do.
Yes.
We love it, and this movie is
Amazing.
I give it 11 over 10.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was
You
great.
know, like 11 over 10.
Thank you. Well, thank
You guys have
for
to catch it.
having me on your platform. I appreciate it.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Nice. Thank you for having us.
My
Guys,
pleasure.
Ling and Lamb, and
Mark Wahlberg.
you have it.